Okay, I might be a little biased on how amazing the Atom camper van turned out, since my wife designed it and my two sons and I built it. But after thoroughly testing Atom, I think it's an amazing camper van and totally ready for travel and adventure. On a previous video, we did a walkthrough with you showing and talking about all the great features in this camper van. Now that we have tested it, we would like to share with you how it all worked, what we think about the layout after using it, the amount of solar, the batteries, how comfortable and convenient it was to travel in. Also, the big question we keep getting asked is, why haven't we sold Atom? We actually decided to take Atom on a shakedown run and display it at several Adventure Van Expos in Bend, Oregon and Big Bear, California. The Adventure Van Expo provided a great way to show off our product, meet prospective buyers for the future van builds, and have a great time living a little bit of van life. Our drive from Albany, Oregon to Big Bear was over 15 hours each way, so we really put the camper van to the test. The trip gave us a chance to see exactly how it would do on a long road trip, putting all but one feature to the test. Let me tell you right now in advance, the Atom van did fantastic. However, we confess we did have two little problems we're going to tell you about. But spoiler alert, both problems were an easy fix, and that is exactly why we wanted to test it. Also, as I briefly mentioned, there is one feature of the van we decided not to test. Later in the video, I'll tell you exactly what feature that was and why we chose not to test it. After we built Atom, we wanted to sell the camper van in a new condition with as few miles as possible, but at the same time, we knew that the exposure for the 80G camper vans at the Adventure Van Expos would be well worth it, and we would be able to test the van in real-world situations so we could sell Atom with confidence, knowing it is completely ready for sale. We hit the road from Albany, Oregon, heading south on I-5 into California. We ended up stopping several times and sleeping in the van at rest stops along the way. I thought it would feel strange sleeping in the van at rest stops, but really, it was fine. It was great. At the rest stops, the van is so well insulated that we could hardly hear anything outside. We felt completely isolated in our comfortable, happy space. There was plenty of room for the two of us, and the bed was so easy to make. We used the dinette table to eat and do computer work, and then quickly converted the bed to relax and sleep. We ran the 12-volt RTX 2000 air conditioning unit all night long, every night, with no worries. In the cool mornings, by the touch of a couple buttons, the hydronic heating system would power up. The furnace under the van is so quiet, you wonder if it's even running as it starts pumping warm air into the van. And with the heated floors, you feel like you are living in a perfectly balanced, luxury tiny home. The camper van is easy to drive and the perfect size for navigating in town and on the highway. Along the way, we stopped at several grocery stores, a few Asian markets for Maria, utilizing normal parking spaces, and we stocked the very large RV fridge with plenty of food and drinks for the weekend. When I say a large fridge, that is in comparison to some very small camper van fridges I have seen. We were able to fit everything we needed and more. As we made our way up the windy switchback mountains towards Big Bear, we found the Ram Promaster van handled the roads with ease, but we discovered our first of two problems. On the sharp switchback corners, our drawers with the soft close glides would slide open when they had heavy weight in them. Situations like this are exactly why we wanted to do a shakedown run before handing over the keys. We later installed extra strength magnet latches to aid in holding the drawers closed on those extra windy roads. Problem solved. We made it to the beautiful town of Big Bear, California, taking in the beautiful mountain scenery, and found a nice spot to display the Atom van at the Adventure Van Expo. During the entire trip, we only used batteries, no shore power. While running the air conditioning, the heater, the oven, charging our phones and laptops, the lowest our 600 amp hour batteries dropped was about 34%. But each day, with the 400 watts of solar power on the roof or the van charging while we drove, the batteries would easily climb back up to 100%. We started the trip with 20 gallons of fresh water. With that 20 gallons, we were able to each take multiple quick hot showers with lots of water pressure, use the sink in the kitchen, and we had water left when we arrived home. While we were at Big Bear, the lightning flashed and the thunder roared. 10 minutes later, the rain poured down and continued to rain hard all night long. And that's when we realized we had the second problem. We found a small leak coming from the solar gland where the solar wires came into the van. Fortunately, it was a small leak that we were able to properly seal, so the van is now watertight and good as new. This brings us to the one feature in the van that we did not use: Drumroll please. The toilet. Why did we not use the super comfortable, convenient cassette toilet, you ask? Well, we wanted to save that for you, or whomever decides Adam is the van for them. I don't know about you, but if I'm buying a new camper van, the toilet is just one thing I would want to be completely fresh in unused new condition, so we never used it. We saved it for you. While at both Adventure Van Expos, we had tons of people tour Adam. We got glowing reviews and a number of people who are interested in ordering a similar van, having us modify their van or our exterior bolt-on accessories. Out of all the amazing compliments, there were two reoccurring trends of constructive criticism or suggestions. One was the van needed to have a handhold for entering and exiting the van. I 100% agree. And the second, people were concerned there were no extra windows. When we designed the camper van, the concept we had in mind was to have a camper van that was rugged and good looking on the outside, but very comfortable, cozy, and encapsulating on the inside. The idea was that if you had to camp in a parking lot somewhere, or a rest stop, you would be completely isolated from the concrete, the asphalt, and all the noise that comes with it. On the other hand, if you are staying at a scenic location, you can back the van up to astonishing views, open the back doors or the slide door to the fresh air and beautiful outdoor landscape. While it might seem strange to some not having extra windows, we found the space very comfortable, quiet, and pleasantly accommodating. Now that we have tested Adam, we've confirmed it is worthy of adventure travel. We hate to see it go and we'd love to keep it for ourselves, but it's time for us to build another. If you are interested in learning more about Adam, reach out and we'd love to talk. We are already underway with new awesome builds and have plans for more videos and more adventures in the future. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and comment if you'd like, and we will be bringing you more adventure content in the very near future.